Good morning, YouTube. DutyRon checking back in with another video. And this morning we're going to talk about day 3 of the SuzanneMorphew search in Colorado. Guys, my name is DutyRon, retired New York City Police Detective, 20 plus years in law enforcement. And this morning here we're going to talk about what is going on with this case, where they go from here, the Colorado CBI, the FBI, and the local investigators, what goes on with a law enforcement standpoint, how they go about continuing on this investigation. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, so you can get all things DutyRon when I do go live and get those notifications. Follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, all one word, DutyRon. Hi, sweet crazy. Happy Memorial Day. It's not really a happy day. It's a day to celebrate and honor those who lost their lives, who gave their lives defending our freedoms for our country. So Memorial Day is a day of celebration here in America, but we honor and celebrate the lives of our servicemen and women who have given their lives. Hi, Angie. Guys, again, day 3 at that construction site of searching underneath concrete, different various forms of dirt removal and investigation and processing. They had the K9 unit there and probably all different forensic units out at that location, and they came up with nothing, zeros. Today there will be no more searching or looking. I think they wrapped it up at that site, from what I understood. It looks like they did whatever they had to do there, and now they're on to all and any and all leads that they can get from the tip line or any investigatory evidence that they've collected from electronic devices seized from the home of her husband Barry, and anybody and everybody that she's had contact with within the last 6 months are going to be asked and questioned. So it is a frustrating situation for everybody involved. We always have to think of the family, her daughters, her parents. At this time, again, I say it all the time, innocent until proven guilty. And I did talk briefly about a gut feeling that I had about her husband, and there's just something that doesn't match up in his story, and we all can come to a realization that in these type of cases, you always look at, the significant other. And so at the end of the day, folks, I feel that, the prime person that they're going to be looking at, and they've been looking at for the last two and a half weeks, is her husband, and I'm sure that they're on top of that. Again, law enforcement, especially with the feds, the FBI, they have the premium. They are the premier law enforcement branch and investigatory arm of the federal government, and they're on the case. So I'm confident that they are going to look at every different angle, every different possibility. We have to just be patient. We can't draw conclusions, and at the end of the day, they're looking to bring her home to her family. And if she's not brought home to her family alive, they want to bring her home so the family can lay her to rest. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. Thank you. From all accounts, from everything that I've read and people that I've spoken to, she's a wonderful person and emulated goodness. I really haven't heard a whole lot about him. He volunteered with the fire department. Again, some of the stories, and I'm not saying anything that is not public record, some of his stories about, being on training, if those are in fact part of his statement to the police, then, that doesn't jive well with anybody, because we all know that on Mother's Day there's no training. And during the pandemic, business meetings are right out. Nobody was doing them. Nobody's, construction does go on. So if he was working at that site where they were checking, then that is a legit thing, and that's the reason why they were probably there. That, and probably some tips and some information. the federal, the state, and the local are not going to go for 3 days and search at a site for not good cause. If they don't have good cause, they're not going to go there. So, this is all part of the process, and it is a painstaking process. Searching rivers and the Arkansas River's right there behind that property, all the different places that they have to search. It's a vast, vast area that they do have to search. So, and there you go. So half rudder, job site, training, whatever the case may be, Mother's Day is pretty much a day to spend with your family, with the mother of your children. I know everyone has obligations, and I'm not judging, but at the end of the day, it's just very, very coincidental that she has gone missing in the days or that day, the days, 2 days before, or, I'd be very curious to see concrete proof of the last time she was seen alive and who did see her and where did they see her going and what did they see her doing. And these are all things that are not being being talked about publicly by law enforcement. It's all speculation. You see the Facebook groups and people are speculating, and there's a Daily Mail article where one of his friends that he's staying with says that he can't sit still. As an interviewer and interrogator, when I see someone that can't sit still and that they're nervous, it's nervous energy, and a lot of times, not always, but a lot of times that emulates guilt there. But it could be someone who is legitimately freaking out that his wife is missing. So we have to take two different angles. We have to look at both the angles here. And, at the end of the day, law enforcement is going to leave no lead unturned. They're not going to take a lead and just throw it to the side. They're going to act on it. They're going to look at it. They're going to go through all of that. There's Mrs. DutyRon in the background there. So we're out. She's got some webs, and now she's running out of the screen. So again, this is live. I'm in my backyard, so I'm just going to start to do a couple of things here. It's not a great Memorial Day. It's not sunny out. It's kind of a dreary day, so I'm going to do some work around the house out here. So again, at the end of it all, we have to say to ourselves, let's wait and hear what law enforcement has to say through their press conferences. Let's rely not on rumors and what people say. Let's go with the facts, and I always talk about that. And that brings me to another issue that I want to address, because when I do something that I feel is maybe not in good taste, which is not often, I'm the first to admit to it. So things that people do sometimes get misconstrued. And I personally shared my 3 videos that I made. And if you guys go and look at my previous videos, only once or twice in those videos did I say that I speculated. And I speculated that there was something not right about her husband. That was just my gut feeling as a law enforcement. You guys are on my channel to hear what my opinions are. And I don't like to give opinions, but I do give my professional feelings and thoughts. So I once or twice in my videos said I felt that her husband was suspect, if you will. I was just suspicious of the way he was acting, and that's part of my job as a law enforcement professional. So I did share 3 of my videos on his Facebook page, not to so much promote my video, but it was to promote it, but it wasn't the whole reason. The reason I shared it there is because I knew in my mind that a lot of people would go and look, and I keep that tip hotline in the comments section in my description. I always put the tip line and the FBI number. So I put that video there under his timeline, not to shame him, because I don't say anything bad. I don't say that he's a monster. I don't say that he's a murderer. I don't say that he killed his wife. I just say that I'm suspect of him, and everybody else is, and including the investigative branch. But I thought in my mind, my thinking behind that was that lots of people will go just to be curious and look at his page, and they'll see my video, which all of my videos make sense, and they are geared towards respect and dignity to the family. But a lot of people did message me and say, people are taking it the wrong way, and it's a distasteful thing to do. So rather than have a whole shitstorm of of that, I respectfully I respectfully deleted the shares, at least the ones that I could find on his page. So I'll go back and do another audit and see what I shared. But that was my thinking, and people will pick apart what I'm saying here. But basically, I shared it so the most amount of people, because I know that curiosity now, perhaps tens of thousands of people are going to go and look at his profile, and if they see the video, it gets the message out. So good to see you, Deco Paint and Tea. Thank you, Wanda. Thank you. So you know that was all I'm gonna. That's the only time that I'll address that. You know, a couple of my good friends just had a conversation with me and said, you know, oh, you know, some people might take it the wrong way, and you know what, I get it. So I withdrew it, and that's the end of that. But that was my meaning, is to get out a message. The hotline number was on one of my videos. I had it as the thumbnail picture, and then all of the descriptions down below. In the description, one of the first things that I highlight is the tip number. So hi Laura, good to see you, thanks for joining. So let me just say hello to everybody in the comments. Thank you to my channel members, my Patreon supporters, my day ones, the people who understand what I'm doing. Thank you, Charlotte Thomas, for subscribing. Video Chimp says, you're a good egg. Thank you. Respect always at DutyRon. Listen, no, I'm never going to make everybody 100% happy. But when I do something that I think it over, and then I have a little bit of doubt of, you know, how people are going to, you know, misconstrue it or how people are going to take it, I'm the first to admit and do the right thing. So this morning when I got up, I looked at it and I just said, you know what, I guess it's not worth it. I was just trying to help. In my mind, I was trying to help. Maybe it just didn't come across the right way, and I get it. And I am somebody who's open to constructive criticism, and I'm always going to say and own up if I feel that, you know, maybe it was in distaste. So again, if you look at my videos, if you watch all of the 3 videos that I made, at no time did I point the finger and say, this person's guilty, he should be locked up, he killed her, or she killed her, or they get killed her, or they did this. I look at the facts, and if you guys are on my channel for a long time, or if you look at some of my replays and actually watch my SuzanneMorphew videos that I made, I'm always praying for the family, I'm praying for the daughters. I know what it is like to notify a crime victim that their loved one was either missing or killed or, you know, recovered. It's not a pleasant thing to have to do, guys. It's really difficult to go to a real human being and say, your son was shot, your husband was killed, your daughter was killed in a car accident. It's not a pleasant thing, and a lot of people really, really do not grasp that concept when they're talking about, these are real crime victims, these are real people, and I always gear my channel and all of my videos that I make with that in mind. So hi Goldie Con, thank you so much for coming. So you know, this is not a play toy. These are not stuffed animals. These are, you know, real people with a real tragedy or perhaps tragedy on their hands. Delusional Lucidity, thank you for coming. Astro Haterade, good to see you. So I'm going to say hello to everybody in the chat. It's moving fast. Betty Smith, thank you so much for coming. Let's keep our speculation and our thoughts to ourselves. Great to see you, BRB Doll. Thank you so much for joining the live stream. If you haven't shared onto your social media, share it out. Let's find a resolution to SuzanneMorphew. Let's bring her home. No matter what, let's bring her home for her family. They deserve that. And I know the law enforcement that is taxed with conducting these searches are under a lot of pressure and stress, and a lot of you know, a lot of things are happening to try to bring her home. Suzanne Power, thank you so much for joining. So my primary concern today and my primary reason for going live is to update you guys that we have, not upset at all, Jen, not upset at all, just it's all good. I felt it was necessary to make that statement, and I'm done with it. So again, 3 days of searching at the construction site of the home that was being built. The homeowner cooperated with the authorities. He is not a person of interest. He just simply hired Barry Morphew to do to lay down some dirt on his construction site for, I guess, landscaping project. They did go and remove some parts of that foundation that were there. You're welcome, Cheryl. Always a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much to all my new subscribers and all of the people who leave positive comments down below. I greatly appreciate that. We all wish that she was found by now, and I'm saying this in the most sincere way. You know, think about us wanting her to be found by now, but think about the family. Hello, Laura Bruno. Think about what the family is going through. The moments, you know, every moment of their day is their mom or their, you know, loved one is missing. You know, and this goes for all missing person cases. You know how many thousands of people that are missing that are never found? It's really, really a mind-blowing figure out there in the world of how many people disappear and go missing. If you look at missing person files, and you know they're publicly available of all the people throughout the United States, and then you could look throughout the world of how many people go missing, it's scary to even think about it. If you know, if you suffer from PTSD or any type of anxiety, don't go and look at these figures because it would make you really worried. You know, so at the end of it all, hi Donna, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Um, I think that, Terry, the police are asking the family to let them handle it. They have the best law enforcement in the world. They have the federal FBI, they got the CBI, and they got their local guys. They know what they're doing. They know the terrain. They don't want people just coming across a potential crime scene and tainting the evidence. If you have massive amounts of people doing searches, there's a chance and there's a possibility that crime scenes could get tainted. So they don't want hundreds of people out searching. If they get to the point where they feel that they need help, then they'll ask for it. So at this time, apparently they feel that it's not necessary to have people helping in the search. So we get frustrated because we say, we can help. We want people to help. You know, you can comment. I see you. I see you fine, Silent Thunder. Anyways, it's funny. You know, we as human beings, we always want to help and get involved. But a lot of times, some good intentions could have bad consequences when it comes to an investigation. And that, I think, is the primary concern of the law enforcement. Do you think that it's because they know that she's... it could be. I don't know. I don't know. They're not going to confirm anything here. They're not going to confirm anything in public unless they actually know an exact location and they have a recovery. They're not going to put out a location and have a bunch of people come out and start gawking and looking around. They don't want. They don't. They're not being secretive, but they're doing it for a reason. So again, I'm going to look at the comments for a few minutes, and I'm going to say hello to some friends. Let me know where you're watching, your city, state, or what country you're watching from, and I'll give you a shout out and say hello. As much as we'd like information, I'm glad they're not giving too much. Exactly, exactly. You know, I know this firsthand that you don't want to have a tainted... Terry from Bethesda, Maryland, thank you for joining. Buffalo, New York, checking in, thank you so much. As much as I know this rhythm and rhyme. McKinney, Texas, Hartford, Connecticut, Memphis, Tennessee, Alabama. Wow, UK, thank you for joining. New Hope, Pennsylvania, Zelda, great to see you. Upstate in the Adirondacks, says Tina, great. Littleton, Colorado. Alberta, Canada. Oof, it just went so fast. Boston, Massachusetts. Kalo. Somebody's comments are going, I'm going to stop it. I'm going to stop it because Kalo asked me something. Let me go back. Hi, Ron. Oh, shit. Hi, Ron. Wouldn't they exonerate the husband by now? No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. Hello from South Alabama, Eastern England, UK. Hello, a lot of UK people today. I know I don't go live this time early. Alabama, good to see you. Thank you, Sandra. Right back to you. We celebrate and honor our military today, the people who paid the ultimate sacrifice. California, Houston, Texas. California, great to see you. Nancy says, my comments aren't going through. LOL. They are, Nancy. I see them. Hi from Australia. Nancy, you're not right. They're going through. They're just going fast. They're going fast, so I might miss them. Mississippi, says Kim Smith. Great to see you. Chicago, thank you. Hello from Denham Springs, Louisiana. Good to see you. Down by the bayou, I think. Aloha from Hawaii. Good to see you. Thank you. Yeah, I see you, Nance. It's just, they're going fast. I should have put it on slow mode, but I forgot. Again, let's hold off on the speculation. Let's stay away from any toxic conversations. Let's slow the chat so you can answer the questions. I can't because I'm on the mobile and it's a little difficult. I might end the live stream if I go to try to slow it down. I usually do that from my computer and I'm out broadcasting from my mobile device. So I'm sorry about that. I can't slow down the chat. But I am going to end the live stream at 25 minutes. So we have another 3 minutes or 4 minutes here. So thank you, Terry. It's the right thing to do. You know, if someone loses a child and people are attacking them, it's the right thing to do. Thank you for that, Froggy. Good to see you. Thank you for joining Frog Push on Weather. The comments are going fast, so I am missing some. I apologize. Just send them again. Sunny Sandy, God bless your father, World War II, son in Iraq, Afghanistan, God bless them. Long Island says, River Vegan, welcome in from my hometown, Long Island. Thank you for joining. Yes, yes, you enjoy too, Delusional. Thank you so much for being a channel member. Thank you to everyone who hits the subscribe button, gives me the thumbs up, hits the notification bell. I appreciate each and every one of you. Your father-in-law is a veteran. God bless. God bless. I agree, Charlotte. I agree. I don't see them, but I hear about them. Love your channel. Sunny from Sunny UK. It's a dreary day today. No sun today. Lovely garden. Thank you. Thanks to my wife. The only reason it's great is because of my wife. The nephew Trevor sounded seriously distraught. Yes, I agree. I agree. I would like to hear another statement from the husband, but police might be telling him not to make another statement, or his attorney. I know he lawyered up. He's got an attorney that's advising him, and that's the right thing to do. So he hasn't made another statement, but I would be curious to hear him talk again, just out of curiosity, out of my own law enforcement curiosity. I see that you ignore it when I write. Hold on, hold on. I see that you ignore it when I write. Maybe because I'm from Brazil. I will remain registered to the information about the case. I have many relatives in the United States. I don't ignore really any comments that I think are respectful. But I do get a lot of comments, so I can't answer them all. I try my best. Anybody notice that I do answer almost all comments in the comment section? You know, I do the best that I can, and it's really hard because I have limited time. I do spend a lot of time answering you guys because I feel that if you take a moment to leave me a comment in the comment section, I almost feel obligated to reply to you guys. I do the best that I can, but I'm a human being, and you know, I have a full-time career. I'm a husband. I'm a father, and you know, I do YouTube. So it's like a full-time job. It's a full-time job. So I do the best that I can. Yes, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. No concrete news at all. So I am live to tell you guys that, you know, day 3 of the search, and they said that they are done. They are done. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you. They said that they are done at that construction site where the home is being constructed. So that means that they have found nothing, no evidence there that would lead to her recovery. So thank you, Half Rudder. Thank you. Thank you. I will. I'll ask my wife because I should know them, and she's going to say to me how we're living here 25 years and you don't know the names of those trees. This one I bought her for Mother's Day about 8 years ago. I bought that on Mother's Day and planted that one for her. It was just about this big, and now it's grown. And this one we planted probably about 15 years ago. And that should be in the middle of the yard, but it's at the end of our property. Again, guys, try to stay away from the toxic stuff. Try to stay away from the speculators. I am giving you a perspective from a law enforcement standpoint. I'm not going to be for everybody. I'm never going to make everybody happy. And there's going to be people that say, I don't like DutyRon. I don't like, there's a lot of shows on TV and there's a lot of things that I see that I say I don't like, but I just keep it to myself. You'll never find me really bashing per se anybody in particular, because I'm not, that's not my style. I'm not going to go and fire up a live stream and say, you know what, I don't like this person, I don't like that person, because to me that does nothing good for anybody that's watching. We all have our problems. Everybody has issues. So why, in my eyes and my thinking is, why add on to those issues and problems with my own toxic behavior? So I won't do that. You'll never, if you are here or if anybody comes across one of my live streams for drama or for me to throw hate or shade at somebody, you're in the wrong place, man. You're in the wrong place, because I don't do that. And that's why I don't have that many subscribers. I don't have 100,000 people. I don't have tons of people coming into my live streams, because I'm not about that drama. I don't get involved in it. I don't think it's healthy for anybody. I don't think it's good. It's not a good look for anybody. Elizabeth Townsend, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that super chat. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you for the super love. So for me, guys, you're not going to get that here. So again, if that's what you're looking for, you're going to be sorry because I'm not going to provide you with that. But there are plenty of places where you can go for that. Look at Facebook. It's full of toxic nonsense. It's full of shit, and people that will drag you down into their deep, dark, dirty places. And if you get led down that hole, then so be it. We're all adults here. You know what I mean? Thank you. Thank you guys for your kind words. So again, I addressed a few things here. The investigation will continue. The investigation will continue. They are working now behind the scenes electronically. Don't forget, there's a lot of electronic footprints that they have to backtrack on. They're going to look at patterns that go back months ago, maybe as long as a year ago. They want to look at certain patterns and certain things. There's a lot of investigative tools that get done in the laboratory inside computer forensics. They've taken out lots of bags from the residents, so there's a lot of serology. There's a lot of things that they're going to be doing, latent prints, patent prints. They've collected prints from all parts of inside that home. So there's a lot of behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't realize that are going on. So when we don't hear or see any activity outside, we have activity going on behind the scenes. So just know that. So when you get frustrated and you say the police and law enforcement, they aren't doing anything, or I haven't heard anything. Well, the investigation always continues, guys, and it's always going on behind scenes. So always put that in the back of your mind. And now I am 5 minutes over that 25-minute period. So guys, I appreciate each and every one of you for hitting that subscribe button and entrusting your views to me. You're coming in and putting out your views and your opinions. I appreciate you guys coming and positively interacting in the live streams. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the community at large. This is a safe place for people to come and talk freely. I don't allow anybody to attack each other, and this is about respect and dignity towards crime victims. I speak in the most professional way that I can. I'm a human being. I'm not a robot, and I'm not by any means someone that goes out and tries to attack. And again, the hotline for the tip line will be down below. I'll link it down in my description. I'll also link that Facebook page that Find SuzanneMorphew. I'm going to have that put down in the description, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for the super chats, my Patreon supporters, my channel members, the people who subscribe, the people who leave comments down below. Much love and respect. Bring this woman home sooner than later, please, dear Lord. And put a little prayer emojis in the chat for her and her family. I'm sending strength and positive vibes to the people of Colorado, the law enforcement involved, the people of that community, and her immediate family. May God please, please be good to her. I will speak to you guys on my next live, which will be probably when the next update comes out from law enforcement. So guys, a lot of love and respect from my house to yours. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for your support. Have a great day, guys. Peace from New York.